Welcome back, Heavenlies. This is Heaven's Army playing. Not really actually playing a game, aren't I? This is my channel anniversary, my 8th year channel anniversary that we're celebrating. Or at least I'm celebrating, and hopefully some people out there are celebrating as well. I had a plan to like go through all my other channels like I've been doing. I shown you Instagram and my YouTube. I was gonna just go through all my other channels, but looking at Twitch, it's laid out very differently. Twitter is Twitter. So like, how am I gonna do my 8-year anniversary? Because I wouldn't mind playing a game in the background and talking, but I can't do that. I tried that with the Mario game, and I ended up playing Mario, and I didn't say a word. So we're going to we're gonna go through my 8-year anniversary like this. I am back exactly 1 year ago. I believe it's 11 months because Twitch does it. No, YouTube. These are definitely a day before. And no matter how you slice it, this was exactly a year ago. Because I think Twitch, if I would have did this one, I would have done it on the day of, and then I'm allowed to send it to YouTube a day later. So that would make sense, but this doesn't. Because this was done on the 23rd, and today's the 24th. Flowers, you bought drinks for celebrating? Well, I got actually tea and my water, but I got tea, so welcome. And thank you for stopping by on my anniversary, and not only that, but stopping by practically frequently every night as best as you can. And so I just want to say thanks to you. Yeah, you're one of the ones I was hoping to see and hoping to thank. If I haven't thanked you enough, well, this is another day. So, we're back. We're gonna go through the entire year of Heaven's Army from May the 24th to May the 24th. So we don't need to talk about my 7-year channel celebration because this is the 8th, but I did this game and this one the day of. And then the next day, I was either planning on getting something or something didn't work, so I played little games, and then I did my I did my first ever PlayStation, well, no, my first ever review. That's right, I've done my first review in my 7-year anniversary mark. I haven't done a single review until then, and I did on my PlayStation 5 because I got it very recently. I got a PlayStation 5 on the year of my anniversary. And that's what happened. And then May, 2 days after the anniversary, because I banned May from donating. I banned her from donating. It was a funny thing, but I had to ban her because she was talking about donating again. I'm like, I'm still broken from the PlayStation 5. Please don't donate to me tonight. I need to be able to focus. Plus, this game was broken. I only got 2 hours in. No, I done more than 2 hours, but my PlayStation 5 and the live stream broke. Whatever broke. And then the next day, on Ghostwire Tokyo episode 2, before I went live, May struck and then donated another $500 for a Switch. And I was just like, May, are you insane? Are you crazy? Thank you. I don't know if May will be here because it's such a late time for May to be here. May's out in like Dubai, like very far away. Very late for May. But May donated before I went live, so I couldn't ban her from donating. But that's what it happened right there. So I mean, this is a year out of date for real time. But for the anniversary, this was like the next thing. Like, I literally played my first PlayStation 5 game. This was a donation from May as well, by the way. And then May donates a Switch. And then all the leftover money, May was just like, if you have anything extra, put it towards a PC. I'm not buying a laptop. If I get a computer, it's gonna be a PC this time. So I did, and I think I still have like 400 something left over total from everything so far. I'm a ways away from a good PC, but I still have money put towards it, so that's something. I could kind of quickly go through these games, but as Flowers just literally wrote, yeah, May is very kind, but again, I'm not here to like pander or beg. This is a thank you. May goes above and beyond what I would love to have. I'm just happy to have somebody show up, because it's so, as a live streamer and a person who likes people and a person who wants people around, having no views is kind of like, oh, it kind of hurts. And then if I have a viewer, I'm just happy. And then if a viewer is like, listen, I want to follow and I want to share and anything else, that's just like extra above and beyond stuff. And I've always said, like, if you do that, like thank you, because I'm just happy to have people here, and it's so difficult to keep people around. I don't know what it is that why people leave, but like they do. So I'm just happy to have viewers. And then if viewers do more than like extra, thank you. But yeah, so if you don't donate or cheer or whatever the other stuff is, like that's fine. But if you're here viewing, that's what I want. I need to grow. I need viewers first. I don't need money people showing up and just donating money left and right. It's not gonna, my channel's still gonna not make it. So yeah, we went through Ghostwire Tokyo, a beautiful PlayStation 5 game. I had a few hiccups at the start, but it started working fine after that. And this is worth playing. Yeah, I mean, I think if you have a PlayStation 5, or if you could get on any other systems, I'm not too sure if you can, like, it's definitely worth a play. Kingdom Hearts. Okay, this is like, what's happening? So apparently, I'm slowly going through my YouTube games, and not only am I slowly going through my YouTube games, my Instagram's also finally caught up. I actually finally caught up on Instagram. I didn't write the time, but I most likely said it at some point, that I'm all caught up on Instagram, and I tried TikTok, but I can't turn a 920 by 1080 video into a 1080 by 1920 video. You can't do it. All that happens is it shrinks this to a 1080, so it makes it a tiny little screen, and it has big bars, big black bars all on the top and the bottom, and it's unviewable. So, and there's not a single video format that can convert it, or B, there's not a single video format that takes this video and turns it to the side. Because then that's exactly what a phone is, and you just turn your phone to the side and watch. It wouldn't work on PC because all the PCs will have to watch it sideways. So that's unfortunate, but like that's the only way I can get it to work. So I haven't done TikTok yet. I want to, because I could have grown on TikTok. My videos are comical enough to grow on TikTok. I just don't want to send these barred a tiny little video screen on TikTok. So yeah, I can't grow, but Instagram is still there to watch and laugh. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts is there because this video it uploaded, but it never uploaded. I don't know how to word it. It 100% synced and went to YouTube, and when you clicked on it, it's like the video doesn't exist. And I found it, and I went, are you kidding me? So I went back to Twitch, and I resent it to YouTube again, and here it is. And now Kingdom Hearts has episode 7. Nobody watched this Kingdom Hearts series, because if they did, somebody would have written something down saying episode 7 doesn't exist, and I would have found it sooner, because it's been years since I did Kingdom Hearts. So me going through YouTube is a good thing, but I was wishing my viewers and Heavenlies would be going through my videos, because they would catch it quicker, right? They would catch it way quicker than me. But yeah, that's why that's there. I didn't play that game. That was just, for some reason, it didn't upload. Back when I used to do an hour-long live streams. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so crazy to think about. Man, I could almost do go through 10 years in one sitting. I really could do that too. It's not too hard to do. Every single video, every single live stream is practically here. YouTube's got a little bit mixed up because some of the videos, like Kingdom Hearts right here, is like not in the right spot because I had to do it again or later or whatever. But every video is there. I think Twitch is even more messed up because Twitch just deletes videos. If they have an error on their site, they just delete videos. So I'm missing like Fantasy Tactics on Twitch and a few other stuff. Yeah, it's a bit wacky, but either way, we're here on the Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, the game pretending to be a game, but it's practically just a tiny little DLC. It's more or less. Listen. This was a great game. I absolutely loved it. I think it's better than the Marvel Spider-Man. Okay, but it is way too short for it to be the price that it was. Yeah, like I spent 3 episodes, but I'm 100% certain you could probably beat it all in 4 hours. I just, I did side missions and I'm beating up bad guys and parkouring over buildings. Like I was just trying to get as much out of this short little game as possible. But is the game great? Yes, it is. Absolutely great. And smoother, and the powers are way better. I would rather play as Miles Morales than Peter Parker at this point. Okay, absolutely. But again, it's too short of a game. They just should have called it Spider-Man Miles Morales DLC add-on, because it practically was that. Oh yeah, I'm still in the middle of my Tekken. I was in the middle of Tekken 5 episode 3, and then I did my anniversary. And then I got donated this, and I want to play my PlayStation 5, and then I tested out another PlayStation 5 game, I think. And then I went back into the... I was going through the Tekken series, everybody. That's wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild to think about the stuff like this. But yeah, either way, there it is. So what did I do? I got stuff written down, but I'm kind of just ad-libbing this now. Yeah, Warframe will be sneaking in too. Like, oh man, there's so much that happened this year, and some things actually shocked me when I was scrolling down to get to this point. I'm like, I played that game this year? I guess last year now. Yeah, because I considered my new year on this day, so this is a new year for me now, and that was like last year. Even though it's in the middle of a year, it's fine. What have I got written down here? So yeah, May the 24th I played Tekken 5 Episode 3, and then I did my channel anniversary. On the 25th, I did the 2 short games that we saw, and then a lot of things broke. But I also did my first PS5 review. There it is. And then the next day I tried my PS5 game, and then many things broke. That's why it was so short. Okay, yes, I had all this written down, everybody, and I didn't even read it. And then May donated again for the Switch. Okay, and I at least said that. And then I showed my... that and that and that. Okay, cool. Where's all my stuff that I want to find? I had it all like written down very neatly and nicely, and now I'm not using it. So Tom Clancy's. So I guess I've already must have mentioned that I started the Tekken series. Must have been last year. Okay, yeah. So the year before that, I guess. So okay, that's why it's not there. So yeah, we're still going through the Tekken series. I watched 2 seconds of Tekken Episode 3, and I was still talking how I didn't enjoy Tekken 7, and I found Tekken 5 like the best Tekken so far. And then I'm gonna play Tekken 6 at this point. And then I'm gonna like Tekken 6 more, and then eventually I get back to Tekken 7, and now I like Tekken 7 more after I got through them. Yeah, it's so funny. Anyway, Tekken 6 was great. The scenario campaign, although it got difficult, it was the best storied Tekken out of all of them, because the campaign, you go through a whole story. It was done way better. Tekken 7, just like, there's a quick little story, there's like 5 matches, and it's over in a heartbeat, and it's just like, oh man. But yeah, no, Tekken 6 was great, and the comical endings and stuff, it was great. Tekken 6 was great. 5 and 6 was great, and then 7's great as well. Oh boy, we are in Warframe episode 19. Me with my handsome boy face. And then we are officially finished. I guess I just beat the game at episode 21. Oh, Space Mom. That's hilarious. Yeah, again, we most likely did more Warframe again, because there was more stuff that keeps... MMO is never done. But I officially finished the main story, and then anything else is just extra stuff. But there you go, Nintendo Switch review, my second review. I really wanted to show off my Switch, because that was another new system. I had a PlayStation 5 and a Switch to play with at the same time. It was absolutely wild. So I did my Switch review. How long was it? 40 minutes, and then I did a Girl Adrift to fill in some extra live stream time. Okay. But yeah, no, the Switch review was also fine. It's a little bit more organized than the PlayStation 5. I was, if you saw the title, I didn't even read it. I let some things go by so that you can see things and yourself. But yeah, anyway, played some. That's a Nintendo Switch game. I was going through the NES collection stuff. So I'm still in. I haven't even touched my SNES and NES games in a long time. I do apologize. No one's asking for anything, but like I feel like I should have done another NES game by now, and I just haven't. I'm stuck on like an RPG, and I kind of want to redo Blaster Master, and then I gotta continue on through a very difficult one. Journey to Silas, I think it is, and the game seems super difficult. So we'll figure it out. A donation by Cashin asked for the game, and May donated it for Cashin. And Cashin never showed up to the game. This is not the first time it happened, but it happens. That's why I asked people, if you're going to donate the game, are you going to be around, and when do you want me to play it so that you can be around to view it? Because I just don't want to play a donated game. The game could have been great or terrible, it doesn't matter, but when the person's not around who recommends a game, like, I'm not going to have as much fun either, even if the game was good. Langrisser 1, I've only did the first one. I still have the second one because there's 2 games in one, and I have not touched the second game until somebody says, man, when are you going to get on Langrisser 2? And the one that wants this game, Cashin's not around anymore. So like the one who was supposed to walk me through Langrisser 1 and 2 is not around. And Langrisser, you do need a guide. You can't just solve all the endings by yourself. You gotta do select things in certain missions. Some people gotta live, some people gotta die, some people not. There's a whole bunch of weird gimmicks. But as you see the game, that's the game. It's a beautiful grid, old school, tactical. It's like, you know, Fire Emblem and stuff like that. But like, just it requires somebody to guide you. And I still do not like using a guide in front of my face. I tried a few times recently, and it's you know when I'm trying to use a guide, I'm like, I'm gonna go look it up, and there's like 5 minutes of silence of me going like, I'm not getting any answers. I don't know where to find my answer. So yeah, I'm unsuccessful at using a guide while I'm live, and I don't like having a bunch of silent dead space on my channel. Is it called dead space when there's no words being spoken when they're supposed to be? Is it called dead space? Because that was a video game now. Yeah, there's a T-Rex, by the way. Street Fighter X Tekken. Oh, after Tekken 6, I went to Street Fighter X Tekken. I didn't really enjoy it. Like, there was some fun. I think there was some funny stuff into it, and like I tried to play as my girl Asuka, and it was done Street Fighter style, and I was like, no. Somebody worded this to me. They said you're not a 2D fighter, you're a 3D fighter, and that's why you like Tekken over Street Fighter. And I'm like, oh, is that all it is? Is like I like 3D fighting over 2D fighting. Oh, okay, cool. That's what I've learned. Ooh, I'm glad the music plays automatically. Arknights. Oh boy, I could talk about Arknights right now. This is chapter 9. Oh my. Anyway, I'm still playing Arknights, but I kind of said to everybody who's been actively listening and watching that I'm done live streaming and putting content out for Arknights. For 9 views and 2 views and 6 views to do an entire story thing, that's the reason why. There's not enough people supporting Arknights that I know why people are not. They want me to do cool, crazy things. They want me to do, you know, the little meme videos, and I don't want to do that. Arknights has a story. This is story, and that's why I play it. So because we have different views on how to put videos out, I'll just drop Arknights until people want it back. I finished it the last time and then spoke to everybody the 3 times, and I'm like, listen, if nobody wants me to do the cool stuff or just play this game, then I'll stop. I'll be the one to quit. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, have I improved? Yes, I have. It was around this point here where I started getting better at Tekken. And it's funny because if you're like, dude, you did Tekken 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the other ones, and then Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I slowly started getting what was going on. Like, it took me so long to understand that Tekken is not just throw a punch, throw a kick, and if you're faster, you win. There's just, it has something to do with faster. If I throw a punch and hit you, and then we both throw the exact same punch, I'm gonna hit you. And you're like, wait, what? And it's just because of the frames. Tekken's is all about frames, and I'm not gonna get into the big Tekken talk again about frames. It's complicated and not at the same time, but truly it's more complicated than it is not if you want to delve deep into it. But yeah, like I started getting the idea of Tekken around here, and I have gotten better. And when I hop into Tekken 7, after I'm done all of this, I was able to start winning in Tekken 7 because I was losing in Tekken 7. So here's more of my NES stuff. There's Blaster Master there. I done that so long ago. Again, with my NES, my idea with NES was that I wanted to show all the games and show you what they have. There's no way I'm gonna beat all of them. Like, that City Connection's impossible to beat. Clue, I can't even figure out my arms, whatever that means. Doug, dig spots. Yeah, no, I wasn't able to beat any of these games. Impossible, basically. There we go. Anyway, we're already back on Tekken 7, and I finished Tekken for now. I went through and I was able to finally beat the story. It took me to go through all of Tekken's. For me to finally be able to do Tekken 7 and win. Yeah, because if you watch Tekken episode 1 and 2, I get annihilated. I had no idea why I couldn't punch and kick like I could in Street Fighter and stuff. In Street Fighter I was able to win, minus the ones the arcade ones are impossible. But yeah, like in Street Fighter 4, I was kicking butt and beating everybody up, right? Anyway. Oh, a cute little, the Last Guardian, huh? Yeah, so that was a nice little one. That joined in with my Ico and Shadow of the Colossus series, right? That finished off my series. Did I even write that down? Finished series? Like, I didn't. I mean, I don't know if the series is finished, but I didn't write that one down. Interesting. It's not there. So Cuphead the DLC, the DLC, yeah. Finished that in one episode, 3 hours. I crushed the Cuphead DLC in 3 hours, and that was a long break between the last game too. It truly was, and I just probably was another donation. Once again. Yeah, wild. And then we continue on with The Last Guardian. Here we go. Spy X Heaven's Army. If you want laughter, I'm already laughing because I remember some of the bits that happen in this game. But I started this Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell series because the Splinter Cell is surprisingly my kind of game. I think like Splinter Cell was probably like the best game I played that year. Like it's up there for like how good it was. Like just the first moments explains it all when I was going through the training and the poor guy who I knocked out, and it was just like, man, what comedy. You'll see. He wasn't like hurt. I did it professionally as a spy, trust me. But yeah, it was a great series. That was one of the series that I started, and I've written that one down at least. But yeah, there you go. And I also finished. Not only did I start the series, I finished the series. I think there's probably like more spin-off kind of things, but I did the ones that were in like a numerical order. But I wrote down Splinter Cell is finished. Oh, this was a huge disappointment. Mega Man. I have the Mega Man X collection. And I didn't realize how complicated it is to get the game done. Sure, you can go and like look up like the order to beat bosses, but if you want to collect things, you need a guide again. And if I had viewers, if my channel grows to where my brain wants it, I can start Mega Man Legacy again and have people helping me. One person showed up and said, "I'll help you." And it's in there. It wasn't help. It was rough. And then the person was just like, "Listen, I can't help you anymore." And it's just like, you're just being very weird now. I don't want to go through that ever again. If I had a bunch of viewers, a bunch of active people, I can start so many games that I started. Mega Man would be one. I could finish off my MMOs that I got going. Poor Wizard 101 and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is just still sitting there collecting dust until I have people who could help me. Because I can't beat those games alone. Right? So it's just like... and Flowers, you're here for an hour. I live stream for 4 hours, so... To answer your question, no, you can't help me. Because I need you for 4 hours, not for one. So I need viewers. There's an S at the end of that, and they can help me. But we need viewers. But yeah, I'm already going through Pandora tomorrow already, hopping into some of the NES stuff, the Donkey Kong stuff. So I guess I started those. The Double Dragon side-scrolling beat 'em up. Yeah, like I've done a little bit of stuff. Again, they're all short little episodes because like I either A, I beat the game, or B, it was so difficult it was unbeatable. I think these were all beaten too. I beat them. The games are really short. Double Dragon 2, they beat me up. Yeah, again, so if you kick one button, if you hit one button you punch forward, if you hit another button you punch backwards. It was super strange. I don't know why you couldn't. And if you try to turn and punch the other way, you punch backwards again. Absolutely madness what they did with the controls. But Eliminator Boat Duel, I beat that game. And I also got a date. You only have to watch to see and laugh. Stray, I believe this is another donation, isn't it? It is. Cat-like and like a bull. Yeah, you can't catch me. Pause of approval. I am clever. If people ever took the time to look at my channel, look deeper into my channel, there's either stuff in my titles, stuff in my description, that would be like, oh heavens, I didn't know you were quite clever. Played some more filler episodes because I beat this one in 2 hours, so I just did another filler episode. Okay, more Arknights. Integrated strategies. I came out of retirement to show off that one. More fillers. Oh, we're here in Monster Hunter World era. Oh, okay, so here we go. Monster Hunter World. One of my I think Mal was like, listen, you're gonna not like this game. You don't like grinding and doing repetitive stuff. And I'm like, you're right, I don't. And like he's like, Monster Hunter is all about doing the same fights over and over again to get a piece of thing to upgrade something, a weapon, an armor, anything. And I played Monster Hunter World, and because it's so old that they gave me the best armor. I'm wearing it right here. This armor right here is all you need to beat the first part of the game. You just need to keep upgrading it, and you get the upgrades while you play through the game. And you get to pick any weapon you want and just level it up. And that's what I did, and I went through the whole game without having to grind. They just wanted to speed you through to the DLC. That's why that is the way it is. And then I could see why it would get grindy. I don't know if I would dislike it, but it is super difficult to live stream when you are a reaction streamer like me. That when you go and fight this lizard thing 20 times in a row, what in the world do you talk about? Right? So yeah, I just try to avoid repetitive stuff because like I like to be active. But what made Monster Hunter great was we got to the room building, and I got right to the room building right at the end of the game, and I didn't even realize it. But the room building and the customization, you can capture not only big beasts but tiny little creatures, and I had like a bunch of adorable bunnies going around. I caught butterflies and I let them into my room, and there was butterflies flying around in this beautiful room, and I'm just like, man, this is great. This was absolutely wonderful. Final Fantasy's Behemoth. Yes, actually Final Fantasy did collab with Monster Hunter, and I did fight a behemoth in Monster Hunter. But yeah, no, the room is what made Monster Hunter great. It truly did. That was the most surprising thing out of Monster Hunter, I would say. But yeah, there you go. Back on more Chaos Theory, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, and then oh, here we go, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time 3D. Yeah, I got too much power. I started the Prince of Persia series. And again, I could, because time has already gone by, Prince of Persia 1, great game. And then 2 and 3, I didn't want to play anymore. In fact, Prince of Persia 2, I was done playing Prince of Persia games. And it's just like 3 just got even worse. They took away what, if you think of Prince of Persia, you think of running, jumping, climbing, puzzle solving with fighting. That's what it is to me. And Prince of Persia 2 got fighting, a little bit of puzzle, and then fighting. Oh, and backtracking. And it just, they took away everything that made Prince of Persia 1 great and swapped it around. This wasn't the biggest disappointing game of the year, and neither was Assassin's Creed. Is pretty close as well. But if anybody's ever played Assassin's Creed, I would have hoped they would have stopped me from starting Assassin's Creed, because I didn't realize how bad it got. Assassin's Creed 2 was enough to make me drop the series when they started talking about sex and sleeping with people, and it just got more and more vulgar as the games went on. By the time I played Brotherhood, the third game, there was a whole scene. If that wasn't one scene, there was 2 scenes that I had to skip. Like, it was bad. And I'm just like, does it get any worse than this? And the answer was yes, it does get even worse than that. The older games. So I was just like, listen, I wanted to do Assassin's Creed. People liked the game, but I cannot have this on my channel. I'm quitting Assassin's Creed. We're not even there yet in the year, but I quit Assassin's Creed when I got to Brotherhood. Brotherhood was too much. And I was going to get 3. I'm glad I didn't. But yeah. Anyway, done with Assassin's Creed and Prince of Persia talk, because they were both I weren't hyped for them. I was looking forward to start the series, and I just dropped them. But there was another game that I had a lot of hype for this year that did disappoint me. Anyway, Batman Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and then Arkham City. Okay, so I must have already started the Arkham Asylum, and I'm playing Arkham City now. Oh, cool. Okay, so yeah, we've already did the Batman stuff. We need a toast. A toast to the success so far, and many more to come. We could toast to that. My tea is already getting cool. Oh boy, but yeah, Batman. Harley's Quinn. Okay, so already I think I beat the thing and I did the DLC, and then I had to fill in some time with some cute cat stuff. I did too. I filled in the game with cute cat stuff. You're welcome. This channel tries to do its best. This is the game. This is Prince of Persia 3. Isn't it terrible looking? Anyway, yeah. Do you want more? I left it up to you, but I was done with the game. There you go. Crystallis, my first NES RPG. It kind of was a little like RPG, but it 1990 RPG. That's we're going way back in time. But I played that and beat it, and that was like my first attempt at an RPG in a long time. And it's kind of rough to do it now. It's super difficult. If I could make this channel grow, I would then hop into RPGs again. I see a game I recommend a lot. I wonder what it is. Anyway, we started. I've already did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but this 1 and 2 came out, and I went through that again. Interesting. Yeah, so I went through them. And then there was a PlayStation 5 showing off the new engine. Looks beautiful. Looks just like the movie. And going around the world was awesome in Matrix. The car driving was a bit wacky, but yeah, it is what it is. Is this playing anything, or am I already done at the bottom of the list? No, you're still going. Oh, I think I see what's going on. Let's try I'm already done. There's only 17 songs. Let's go with Bright then. Why? Cool, I didn't even realize the music stopped. So yeah, I think, was it Art that was recommending Ratchet and Clank? I mean, you may have mentioned it. I felt like somebody was talking about Ratchet and Clank years and years and years ago, and I finally got the trilogy. Because I think Art got me to do Spyro, right? And then they're like Ratchet and Clank and this game and this game. But yeah, I actually did like Ratchet and Clank. I did like the adventures and stuff. The shooting was, eventually I got it figured out. Talking about it a long time. It was you, was it? Because you're not the first. You were definitely not the first. It was Spyro and Ratchet and all the other ones years and years ago. Never took me so long to get around to them. But yeah, no, I did like them. I did like the Ratchet and Clank series. It was nice. Super nice. Your favorite series except the remake? Oh no. Well, I was about to eventually get around to those games and play them. But yeah, alright, where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, there you go. I already mentioned the series that I started: Prince of Persia, Ratchet and Clank, and Assassin's Creed. I got a few more. Actually, you know what? I'll say them now. I also started Skate Darksiders, and I haven't even started it yet, but I will start Infamous. But that's like a future game, and since the year is already up, I guess I gotta put Infamous in the next year bracket, don't I? Yeah, I do. And also I finished the Elder Scrolls, which we're starting to see it now. Yeah, we finished off the Elder Scrolls. We did 5, 3, 4, 1, 2. I did them in an odd number, like an odd order, but we did finish them. But this game here looks so good. You get to go around and you get to mine, you get to shoot, but it turns into like an MMO real quickly. It's just like, do daily missions and go and do the same thing again, and it's just like, oh really? So yeah, and I guess I broke the game. Oh, I broke the game. Cool. And so I had to fill in some more time with more animals. But yeah, no, like I was hoping for another game that could just play for, you know, forever, but it is what it is. Okay, the game is actually playing automatically now. That's what I wanted. The music's playing automatically now. Great. So yeah, we started the Elder Scrolls. Did you realize, I don't know how many people realized, I didn't realize until a couple episodes into this game, but there's actual nudity in these games. For some reason, 1990 video games had nudity. Didn't expect that. The game I was playing, the one that I started with not Arena, Daggerfall. Why do I have that anyway? I glitched the main story, I truly did. More glitches. And then the Eternal Champion. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna seek through it because it was the game that I was playing. There it is. Anyway, we'll get to it because I got a whole bunch more NES games. Excite Bike? What? Ghosts and Goblins? I got wrecked. I couldn't beat that 24 minutes and I was done that game forever. Ice Climber, the hockey, a one-timer, a one-timer indeed. Oh, I think that's a hockey reference, and it's a fact. I think I was so clever I almost didn't quite get how clever that was. Wow, that's how clever I am. I must have looked it up because I don't know hockey terms. But yeah, this game here. How do I continue? And then I cleared things up, and I had to switch. I had to switch to the universe. That's right, to the Unity version. There it is. I had to switch. Somebody showed up here, and saying, "Are you playing this game, whatever version it was?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "There's actual nudity in this game," and I'm like, "No." And they're like, "If you have gone to any of the churches or anything, there would be topless women in them." And I'm like, "I haven't gone there, thank goodness." And I'm like, "Is there a clean version?" And they're like, "Yes, there's a Unity version that they could censor nudity." And thank goodness somebody told me before. I would have to do something drastic if I could only play this version of the game. But the game changed a lot. things swapped after I swapped games, but anyway, it is what it was. But yeah, no, that was crazy. I never would have dreamed that games have nudity. I keep lowering my guard on video games all the time. Because like you'd think a video game should just have a video game, and no, apparently humans make video games and they keep adding things that doesn't need to be in video games. So there you go, a very good sequel. Yeah, and funny commercials. Yeah, the slow strategy. That must be it. The slow strategy one. This was the episode that I couldn't beat the stage. And somebody showed up eventually and was like, you don't need to run in and shoot. And the hammer is not gonna, the wrench, he has a wrench. The wrench he has is not gonna beat the game. Like the first game, I was able to beat the whole game with a wrench. This game here required you to go slow. They require you to stay back and shoot things from a distance and then defeat them and then walk up into the room. If you walk up into the room, everything spawns and you just die. It was this one right here. Because I know Flowers was looking for it and I doubt they found it, but it's literally right there, the slow strategy one. And there we go. A guide for guides! Yes! Oh my, I'm starting to do guides now, everybody. Am I good enough to do a Tekken guide? I'm going to say no, but I knew Asuka so well. And literally, like, I had to learn, like, what does 1, 2, 3, 4 mean? Right? All by myself. And I think I talked about all of this, so you can use this on any of your characters. And same thing with my other Alyssa guide. Yeah, like, if you haven't noticed, I got a lot of passion for Tekken now. There's a little bit more passion. If you would talk to 2015 Heaven's Army, I would tell you I'll never play a fighting game, or a racing game, or a shooter game. And here I am, like, going, Tekken 7! But yeah, I don't know, man, good series. And then I found a fighting game that I like. You play Ratchet differently than me? Yeah, I ran in and destroyed things in the first game. I played the second game and I couldn't do exactly what I did in the first game. So the slow strategy of taking everything out before walking into a room was the only way to get past this point. On a live stream. Again, difference between gaming and live streaming, there is a huge difference. But yeah, slow strategy just beats everything. So yeah, here we are. We're still going through strategy. More the ending, finishing off the Elder Scrolls series. First, oh, she probably would have been naked if that was the other version. Yeah, she probably would have been. Thank goodness somebody showed up and saved me. No credits. Yeah, there was no credits in the one that I was playing. I don't know if it was because I played Unity and it was broken and weird, but the game told me I was right at the end, and then I was so close at the end that yeah, I beat it, and then I had to play some more funny, cute games. How many great looking games am I gonna put on my channel? A million. And then more. Oh, and I did Ratchet Clank right after that again? I did Ratchet Clank and a few games and more Ratchet and Clanks. My oh my, I must have liked them. That went smoother. That went smoother than butter. What in the world reference is that? Me? Who knows? Who knows? I beat it in 3 episodes though. Short game. Oh, I was trying to find a nice survival crafting game, and all I did was die a lot. I didn't unlock any story, and then I found out there is no story. Ark has no story mode. They just want you to craft and build. And make your own story up as you go. Yeah, there's no like, go here and then this will tell you something. There's no story. You would go and be like, I'm on an island. There are dinosaurs. I came from space. I have this gem in my arm because... It's like, no, why don't you just tell me this in an actual story? Why do I have to make this up? So, disappointing, but nowhere near as bad as Assassin's Creed and another game I still haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, no story. There's no story. If you're like, there is a story, you find it for me and I'll play Ark, because Ark was kind of interesting. And then the beautiful photo game. This is a photo adventure game. You go around and you take photos. You like, that sounds boring. I play it and then you might actually really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. Probably another donation from May, because May donates some extract games. And then here's my filler game now. I cannot do Minecraft. I apologize for everybody who loves Minecraft. I cannot play Minecraft. I can't even put it in my system and play it right now. I cannot. It was a PS Plus game. Oh, was it PS Plus? Oh, okay. If it came over PS Plus, then that's how I got it. But I know I would not go out of my way to get this game because I wouldn't know it existed. So it's either A, a donation, or B, a PlayStation Plus game. There you go. Because yeah, that's the only way. It's the only logical conclusion on how I got a game like this. But I really liked it. Super hot. That was I just said play this game. Yeah, anytime you move, time goes. So if you don't move, you can figure it out. But even if you look around, time starts moving. So you can't move at all. You got to get everything all figured out. You can dodge bullets by moving to the left and to the right. Yeah, no, that Super Hot was really fun, but also really short by the looks of it. I beat it in 2.5 hours, the whole game. More idle games. We went right back to Tom Clancy, Double Agent. Oh boy, we hopped right back into it again. Oh, look at me hugging that man. Look at me hugging that man and talking in his ear, whispering sweet words into his ear. I really hope people find my channel, man. I really do. Because there's so much moments that I have that I know people, if they found me, I would be animated so much. So much of the stuff that I say and do in video games. It's like oh, do I want to name them? I won't name them, but like they have an animated series too. And what happens on their thing, I wish it happened on my channel. Oh, it would be so good. And then the Blacklist. Wow. I finished off Blacklist in 4 episodes as well. My goodness, I'm cruising through games. Yeah, anyway, that's wild. And now we're into the game that I was looking forward to play. Again, Subnautica was great. And so, like, if there's any other games out there like it, I want to play it. And yeah, Raft was another one. It's a slow start. Clay and metal, very hard to find. Still needed metal. And then I finally got some story going on. It was like for a 12, 16, almost 17 hours? Yeah, to get story going. One part of the story. If I start at Raft again, then I would be able to get through it quicker. But yeah, no, Raft was excellent. Very rough with how things break. You make a spear, it breaks in like a couple minutes. I made the headlight thing and that broke within like 5 minutes of walking around the ship. Things just disintegrated, and they all disintegrate too. If you build a hat with a battery and a light and it breaks, all of it breaks. You don't just put in another battery and then keep using it. No, everything disintegrates. And yeah, you say another random episode, but based upon what happened, no, yeah, like Raft could have broke, or something. But yeah, like usually when stuff like this happens, something broke that night. Raft didn't work. My something was down. Anything along those lines. You say random, but that just usually spells disaster for me. When there's games like that, yeah. This was the only game I could play. Yeah. So everything else was something was broken. Yeah, something breaks all the time on my channel, and I improvise, so that's the only reason why that's there. And Tekken 7 was the only one I wanted to play. Loads of episodes. Look how long Raft takes. I can beat Splinter Cell in 4 episodes. I do Raft, and it got loads of episodes. It was a good game, and I suggest you play it. Look at this. Scary games. Look at this, 6 months ago. Yeah, it's Halloween time by the looks of that. Halloween scary games. Light-hearted scariness, indeed. And then Happy Halloween, indeed. And then Tekken 7 5.0 Asuka Guide. Right, the 5.0 patch came out. Oh, and then I had to talk about the changes because Asuka broke it in that thing. And then there's Destiny 1. Yeah, that was kind of, I'm gonna say kind of fun. Destiny 1 was fun. The only thing is, I beat an MMO in 4 episodes. And you're like, that's impossible. Well, no, the story is only 4 episodes long, and then there's a bajillion DLC. And when I asked, you know, here and here, does the Heavenlies want me to do the DLC and get it? Nobody answered, so the game is done. And I'm like, I guess we're finished, we'll just move on to Destiny 2, since Destiny 1 was so good. I'm kind of hyped to play Destiny 2. Well, I'll leave that story for later. We're gonna pass on that right now. Star Wars, The Old Republic. This is the big MMO. Controller didn't work, so I only got an hour into the game. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything, so I did another filler. There you go. But I started another Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Probably another one of my favorite RPGs that I've done on this live stream. And this MMO, I was told, one person donated the subscription, and they said, listen, I'm gonna donate you this subscription, buy this, and it unlocks the game 100%. And I'm like, no way, it's an MMO, and it's a subscription. And they're like, listen, this is how they do it. And they were right. They were absolutely right. If you buy the certain subscription, and then it runs out, you still have the whole game unlocked. And I'm like, that's incredible. Okay, because like I've never seen an MMO do that. Every other MMO, if there's a subscription, once it runs out, you got to get it filled again and you can keep playing. Okay, Star Wars doesn't do that. The only problem with Star Wars is again what my channel is hurting the most on: viewers and active people. I got to a boss that I cannot beat alone. I cannot solo the boss. And I'm stuck on one boss, and it's not even a boss, it's like a mid-boss. It's a boss check before the boss. And I just can't play, the Old Republic anymore. I have to get somebody to help me out through the game, but I was really having fun with it. It's a very long Knights of the Old Republic game, and it just goes and goes and goes, so the combat's a bit, you know, it's an MMO combat, but no, it's still good. I started playing the Force Unleashed, everybody. Yeah, we get to play as like a bad guy slash good guy who keeps falling in love with this one lady. It's weird, it is. Anyway, we're back to more Star Wars. And then I did some more Arc Knights. Am I done the thing? Only at the end. I bet you this continues into the description, because I do that a lot too. If my title looks like it keeps talking, there's more happening. There's more talk happening in the description. More Arc Knights, more Star Wars, stuck in an elevator. Oh, that's a comical moment, not really a bad moment. Bug Snacks. If that was free or donated, again, I would have never gotten this game. Yeah, we are what we eat. We can change what we eat. And then the game turned dark. Yep, the game actually is a dark game. As beautiful as this is, as cheerful and colorful, it's a dark game, and it's a disappointingly dark. Yeah, I don't know why they keep making these games that are meant for children, and then they twist it into a dark thing. I don't know who thought of that first, but it's so weird, and it's a foreign concept to me. Asuka 180 wall combo. Me? I'm calling it, I invented it. Clearly somebody must have done it before me, but nobody's put a video out onto it, and nobody's done it in combat. I've watched all the professionals fight. There's only 2 or 3 people I can think of who uses Asuka. So if you're very knowledgeable about Tekken 7, then you know who I'm talking about. And I've never seen them use the 180 combo. Why? Because the startup is so bad. It'll never hit a professional, but I hit Flowers and Mal with my 180 combo. And it's awesome. It feels so good. I feel like if I'm back to the wall, yeah, I'm just gonna 180 you the other way. With Alyssa, I need to get back to good again. I could go from wall to wall if I want to, with Rage. With Rage, I could go wall to wall. On the stage that I'm on, I could go wall to wall. In fact, it's too small. The stage that I'm on is too tiny. I could go wall to wall plus more, but the stage is too small. And you're like, shut up. Yeah, no, it's true. It's absolutely true. I can't wait to show. More Arc Knights, then more I ruined my game. Somehow I ruined my game. I must have done something and broke something, because it's the 3 hours and 36 minutes. I didn't even get 4 hours out of it. I must have done something and broke something. It's possible. Last 30 minutes of the last 30 minutes of jokes are gone. I don't know what that means. You'd either have to watch the episode to know, or something like at the end, I just edited out all of my jokes at the end of the live stream. Something along those lines could have happened. Anyway, oh, I started Pokemon in the middle of my Star Wars? Am I an insane lad? Are you joking me? So again, I got a Switch, and then here's my big Switch game. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and something. It's some weird names. Anyway, again, this game, I like Pokemon, okay? I really do. But this game went dark as well. I'm not gonna say it in case of a spoiler, but this game went dark as well. There's a lot of dark moments in Pokemon, and I'm like, what is Nintendo doing? Because that doesn't belong in a Pokemon game. Unless Nintendo is dark, and I just didn't quite catch it this whole time. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Just Pokemon surprised me with darkness as well. It's so weird. It is. The darkness is creeping in video games, and it's so I'm on the opposite spectrum, so it's super weird when I play a game that looks like this and it's dark. Asuka, no rage, no counter hit, longest wall carry, the best damage. 12-second video. I sent that out to people to see if anyone can beat that, and not a single person has come up with it yet. I said no rage and no counter hit. Because yes, I could do way more damage if I counter hit you. Okay, I already know how to do that, but I said just a normal wall carry. As far as you can go. And it's a wall carry, not a dropped wall carry. Because I could drop wall carry and do like almost wall to wall with Asuka as well. If I could drop wall carry and still pick you up quickly. It's still a drop combo though. But yeah, no, and I forget how much damage I do, but it's incredible. That's what I found out. I got so good with Asuka, I was able to put out a video like this. Okay, let's see more Star Wars. We're gonna move on. We're gonna quickly move on from Star Wars. Pokemon was nice. That's all I did for Christmas. I must have did this early in the morning before I went and visited people and celebrated that day. But yeah, like, it's so difficult to find a nice Valentine's, Halloween, Christmas, Easter game. You know what I mean? I want holiday games and they just don't exist. But I got my shiny Pokemon. Awesome. That evolves. Oh, my shiny Ralju evolved. I think it's Ralju, right? I better get it right. Anyway. More Star Wars. Again, I went back to that. Variations, distance, rhythm, and math. Oh my goodness, that's an amazing title. For those who are like knowing Tekken 7 a little bit more than beginner, that would explain so much by how I worded that title. I like that title. That title speaks to me. Then more Pokemon, and then more Tekken. Fight with viewers. Oh, my just New Year's of just chatting. I'm like, what is this? Okay, it's just me on New Year's, just fighting and chatting. I don't know how well that went. More Pokemon. At least Pokemon was a long game. Yeah, it took 16 episodes to beat Pokemon, and I did a lot. There was a lot of other things I could have done. Like go into dungeons and fight a Pokemon that's like a stronger version, and it has like a glowy thing onto it. It's Nintendo's newest thing that they had, their new idea. It's not the big giant transformation mode or whatever else they're doing. They got a thing over their head now, and it changes their element. Immortals Phoenix Rising. My Breath of the Wild, but with Greek mythology stuff. Some of it was funny, and I think some of it went over my head, if I recall. Again, I don't know why comedy has to have adult comedy into it to try to make things funny. It doesn't hit strong with me, but at least comedy works. But yeah, no, the guy was interesting. The gods were definitely more animated than they normally would. And yeah, just that, but look at that. I think some jokes are going over my head. I even had it written in the title. There it is. I did remember that correctly. Okay, this song is really weird. My song is announced as right, And that doesn't sound bright at all, does it? Not to me, it doesn't. Anyway, that was a dark and gloomy song, not bright. But yeah, Immortal Phoenix Rising. The ending wrapped up real quick. Yeah, you literally go to the mountain, and it's just like, you're done. And it's just like, wait, what about everything else that I could have gone to? And they're like, no, you're done. And it's just like, oh, so many games do that. So many clown music? Do you mean like festival music? Because I don't know what clown music sounds like, but like I know when I think of clown, I think of like, you know, the festival, the tent, the bright tents, and the circus music. Circus music, that's what I'm thinking of. That thing, that song would be what I would consider that. But yeah. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. My goodness. Likeable like the first game. There are job classes now, making the game even more fun. I guess the comedy was removed. They removed a lot of the comedy. The first game was comical all the ways through. And now the comedy is between the main character and the girl. And they've removed the rest of the comedy. It's still a funny game. I made it pretty funny. And in fact, this game, I still reference this game practically every day when I'm like, all right, that came from this game. And I never hit the 100% energy that they hit in this game. But yeah, my all right is from this game. Inferno Slash is from the first game. Again, I could reference my games that I've already done. If people watched, they would hear that again in that game and go, oh, wow, nostalgic. HEAVENSARMY, you got so much amazing content, and you actually remember your references, unlike all of our other YouTubers that don't remember anything. Yeah, I love it though. But yeah, no, this was great. King of the whole world, baby. Yeah. Anyway, this I enjoyed these games. They're not RPG. They're not like they're like a little mix of everything. But yeah, no, I still really enjoyed that game. Assassin's Creed. Here we go. Yeah, I started the series and I got really disappointed. By the second game in Brotherhood, I was done. Absolutely done. That cliffhanger came out of nowhere. Right, we spoke to some alien Minerva thing. Right. I won't say anymore in case you haven't played this game by now, but the assassin and the counter assassin, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Quite the clever title again. Okay, this is a big topic here. Dead Space, everybody. I made a reference earlier in this video. I was like, this is the one that May donated, right? May doesn't like playing scary games. May likes making me play scary games. And I'm like, May, like, you know that these games are like gory and like not HEAVENSARMY approved. And May did it twice this year. And Dead Space got approved by me because I was able to censor the gore. Now, by censoring the gore, it's the video moments that were extreme. A horrible blurry square appears on the screen, and you can't see what's happening, but you can hear what's happening. And there's still blood. There's still me stepping on alien heads and shooting things. The gore is still there, but the extremely gore stuff has been taken out of my playthrough. You could turn off the censor too, but I left it on. And that game is, again, I most likely wrote down that the game is good. Okay. I probably even said the game is good. It's a great game. It is, but there's the gore and the blood and the other stuff that like is not quite for me. But is the game actually good at like gameplay story thing? Yes. It's just like, it's right down that bracket of like, I don't really want to keep playing games like this. And I'm happy I played Dead Space because again, I had fun. I like exploring, getting the keys, unlocking things, getting to figure out some of the story. All of that was good, but it's just the extra stuff that I'm just not at all, like, I don't want to keep playing games like that. And we're gonna hit another game really soon. And I told May, like, May, I can't play games like that ever again. We'll get up there. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy, the big game, all controversy was going on. And I was just like, listen, I want to play in a Hogwarts world where I can cast magic. If anybody's gonna show up and sass me, which nobody did, they are gonna be hit with, I'm just playing a game. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just playing a game, and I like magic and flying on a broom. Uh, so, but what happened in this game? Same thing that's been happening in every other video game. It's another dark game. It's another dark game. And I don't know why, but every single game coming out this year, last year, is dark. Trying to type to May. Trying to type and talk at the same time, and I'm writing this to Flowers. There you go. It's quite difficult, but yeah, I can't multitask, as you can tell. Asuka distance guide. Oh, I did every single step, boy. You as well, Flowers. You as well. But yeah, I did every single step from wall to wall. And I did some fighting too. I did some fighting. I lost a round though. Look at me losing rounds and stuff. No, I'm not perfect. I still sometimes let down my guard a lot. But yeah, no, I knew Asuka. From every step, I can hit you to the wall with Asuka in my brain. I don't know if I could do it anymore. I haven't played Tekken 7 in a while. But yeah, no, at that point, I anywheres, no matter where you are, you're gonna get stuck to the wall and then get hit with a lot of damage. But yeah, me with my dress up, I'm like dressed up as a different thing every time. Interesting. But yeah, again, I think I did a better playthrough. I did all of the playthroughs with all the characters. Yeah, the Ravenclaw story's done. I did the other 3 schools as well. There you go. The counter assassin is back. Flying the towns was that I may need a new nickname. with these counter or corner kills. These corner kills, right? I got corner killing, counter killing, and assassin. I had to censor yeah, here you go. Like I had to start censoring the game at this point, and I was done. I was done Assassin's Creed by episode 5. The series. I was ready to drop it, and I had that one and Brotherhood already in my inventory. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. There you go. Another quick ending. Assassin's Creed. Hufflepuff only quest. The Gryffindor only quest. And I had to play as Slytherin and get to the ending and try to unlock the bad ending. Oh, right, I remember what I did there. Anybody remember this moment? The big time MMO with NFTs? They contacted me a while ago. And the way that they were doing it before was the game was like in lockdown, and you had to get invited with a code. And I agreed to do it, and then they set a date for me to play the game, and I never got the code to play the game, so I had to go back and tell everybody I can't play because I didn't get the code, and it just made me look bad. So I was not impressed with them. And then they contacted me again, and I'm like, do you not know what I went through the last time? And they're like, listen, this is what we're doing now. It's way different. You just download the game and it's playing, and you already have access. I already got everything done. And it's just like, please, we want you to play our game. And I'm like, okay, I will. And I played it for an hour. And I got to like a point where the game branches out and like the whole game is mine to explore. But the game is not at all complete. You'll see how the combat goes and stuff. And I was playing with a controller because I always play with a controller. And the controller was not working out very smooth with that game. But I played the game for them, and I think they even asked me to play another one. I'm like, I'm gonna wait until you get a little bit more done on your game before I attempt into it again, because I already said what I said the first time I played your game. And if you haven't improved onto it, then I'm gonna have to start speaking plainly. So yeah, let's wait until it gets a little bit better. All right, here we go. Skate 1. I am planning on doing Skate 2, 3, and however many other skates there are. I started Skate 1 because I'm like I want more fun games on my channel. Between the Harry Potter and all the other dark games that I played, I wanted something nice. And it's difficult to find nice Happy Break games now, so I went back and I got Skate. It's a different skateboarding game, very different. You may try to ollie and you might end up doing a kickflip or a 3-flip by accident and then crashing, but it's a different game. It takes a lot of time to get used to if you go from Tony X Pro Skater to Skate. If you started off with Skate, you're probably going to be absolutely fine. But holding on the jump and letting go does not work on Skate. And hitting left and square does not do a kickflip. And holding down triangle does not grind. Like it's very different. And I like Tony X Pro Skater 2 style over Skate, but Skate was still interesting because it has a story. A full flesh story with a character that you are. And I stopped going through all these games because I got a PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation and a Switch, and I just got games that are just going on now. But yeah, at this point I was still like scrambling to find games, and before the PlayStation 5 I was going from game to game going like I'm out of games. What do I do? So yeah, it's crazy. And then now I get to play as the Slytherin playthrough, Slytherin girl. Oh right, the Dark Magician girl. Oh man, I wish people were there laughing at that or writing it in chat and I'd be reading it. Oh, what a dream. Anyway, Dark Magician girl's there. And Wulong, this is just a demo. I did not realize how long the demo was. I thought it was done when I beat the first boss, and I was like, no, there's another stage. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not ready for this. So I don't know what I did, but I did a 5-hour live fight with views. This must be me getting comfortable with my Asuka. And now I'm fighting with my viewers now. I'm actually confident enough to do that. And then another 2-hour and another 1-hour progress update. Interesting. Yeah, the evil ending is not that evil. No, the ending evil was not that evil. And that's all I can say without spoiling it. But yeah, no, I did the evil ending, and yeah, I think you did worse on the better ending. I think you did evil on the good ending. Wow, I got 2 back-to-back games, huh? So Mortal Shell. If I were to say a Dark Souls indie game, that would hopefully clarify it. But you start off with that skeleton form, and then you get shells that you hop into. You know, a night shell, a fast thief-like shell, stuff like that. There's no magic in that game, so it's all melee. I hope you're comfortable with fighting melee. I'm not. I like mage. I like the magic. So, but I still got through the game. I flew through to the end. I did. I actually that's another boss before other bosses, and I'm on that boss. I defeated all of them and beat the game within 3 hours. I just tapped into win mode. It's still good game. Just like don't expect it to be like Dark Souls, Elden Ring style. Just expect it to be a Dark Soulsy game, but you know, like an indie game. You'll understand when you start playing it, and get the feel for the combat and how they want it to go. Code Vein. How do I word this one? Dark Souls, but anime. That's right. I am an adorable anime Dark Souls. I'm an anime boy, but we're like vampires. And we got the weapons. There's a little bit of blood and stuff. Against it's like Dark Souls. It's not like over the top gore. You know, it's not like Dead Space, but like yeah, there's blood and stuff. That's splattered across the screen there again. But yeah, no, I was in the mood for Dark Soulsy games, and I guess I just went back to back with them. Oh. My first reaction video. I've done it last year as well. I'm gonna call it last year. It's not that long ago, but yeah, no, I've officially did my my first reaction where I watch a video and I react to it. Because I was told there was an interesting character that showed up in Tekken 8, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's hope it's cool. And it wasn't who I thought, but it was somebody that actually was very interesting. I had no idea what happened. The reaction's there. Now again, I don't know Kazuya from an uppercut to another different type of uppercut, but um I couldn't react to. Again, I think I watched another reaction video where the person was like jumping out of the chair and throwing their chair out the window, and it's just like, "What, Kazuya?" It's just like, okay, I'm not going to react like that. That's too much for me. But I at least I did my first reaction video there. It was a bunch of them too. It's I don't know how many characters I watched. But yeah, no, that was it. I actually really, and honestly, I kind of like doing reaction videos and reviews. Because like it's so easy to me. I've been doing like 4-hour commentary on video games with reaction, and then just to have a thing that I can just sit back and watch, and I don't even have to. All I have to do is just watch and react. Not have to play the game and watch and react. It just seemed to be so easy for me. I guess I've been reacting so long that doing a reaction video was quite easy and quite fun. I meant to talk more. Okay, you see, this is what happens. I mean to talk about Tekken 8, and then when I start playing, I don't talk about it. That's why I can't play a game when I do my yearly and anniversary stuff, because I just can't talk when I'm playing. This area is really massive. Yeah. Here I am just going around defeating successors and... goodbye, Mito. I won't miss you indeed, and I never will. Bad ending is also sad. Oh no, I got the bad sad ending. I was playing the piano at least. Started off strong. Speeding through on New Game Plus. Oh, so I did a sad ending. I did the game the hard way again. I did not want to get the best ending, and then the best ending, then the good ending, then the bad ending, and then the normal ending, or whatever order it was. It didn't seem right, so I did the hard route. I did the bad ending, and then I think I'm going through the normal ending. And it was just like, oh man, I can't believe that happened that way. But yeah, I got through the normal ending in 2 episodes. I beat the game in 2 episodes. On New Game Plus, you are so strong. Yeah, I just flew through it. Unbelievable. And then I started The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the DX. Right. So the Nintendo came out with another free thing. So I got a bunch of handheld games now. And I was able to play, I'm able to do, I was able to do the Zelda, and I'm ready and able to, haven't done it yet, the Metroid 2, which I couldn't get before. And it's just sitting there, so now I can continue on with the Metroid games too, and at least fill in those numbers that I missed. So I'm happy. This was a nice, bright, happy game. I like this game probably the most this year because it was bright and happy and had nothing to fear. Yeah, it's just that's all you need, right? And then I went back to this, and then I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm dropping the series, everybody. This is money and cringe. Yeah, it's literally just a whole cringy game, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done with you. Where are you at? I'm not even finished there yet. Oh no. Oh okay, we didn't win yet. I'm done for now. Yeah, or forever. Anyway, Tekken 7, episode 13. I'm still the champion. Oh, we did my second champion fight. Where Flowers keep swapping their characters. I was still Asuka at this point. Unbelievable. Okay. For those who are watching at a yearly basis, yeah, this is crazy. I'm still Asuka main at this point. And then there you go. I did my first breakdown reaction fight. So this was my fight night, and then I broke down the entire fight night. All my thoughts, all my ideas, everything that I was going through. I did a whole breakdown for fight to fight on what happened. And I wrote down like who won, who lost, the whole kit caboodle. So yeah, that was cool. I really liked my little breakdown too. I guess that'll be my first breakdown reaction video as well. And then the ultimate Alyssa beginner guide. So my Alyssa reveal was here. I just started learning her, and I was good enough, well, just picking her up to win. Yeah, which is surprising because she's a whole different character archetype than Asuka by far. I literally got like a D star, a D rank to an A rank. It was quite the gap. But then I took some time and I learned how to play. This is a beginner guide because I was absolutely a beginner with Alyssa, or Alisa Boshkanovich, but I say Alyssa because it's more what I would say. But yeah. Oh boy. This was, I forgot about this game. I forgot. There was another game that happened after this one, the one that scarred me. So, for anyone who's looking at this, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Different style of scary and stuff. It was more like thriller, horror, kind of like things happening, situational stuff, and a lot of it's happening in her brain. And I was just like, this is not terrifying at all. But I was worried because it's got some pretty high age rating. That game had nothing into it compared to Dead Space and the other game that I is thinking about. There's still stuff that happens. But like when you realize what actually happened, then it's not so bad. Where in Dead Space, you are literally stepping on somebody's head. And the other game is happening real as well, and you just load back up because you died. And it's just like, oh, okay. But this one wasn't bad. I think they swore right at the end. And it's just like the whole game, it wasn't filled with swear words. It was just right at the end they started busting out swear words, and I'm like, why? But yeah, that one was surprisingly high age rated. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, but it was nowhere near as high age rated. It could have been lower age rated. It was just some of the topics are quite strong, but again, they didn't show it. They didn't dwell into it. They didn't you know, they didn't keep throwing it in your face like some other games do too much. So yeah, anyway, Assassin's Creed, I was already done it in my brain years ago. Alyssa training session 1, right? So we went in training 5 hours, really. Oh, we must have did a 3-hour fight, and I meant to do a 1-hour training session, but I went an extra hour with Alisa. Oh wow, Heavenly Bodies, that was fun. Yeah, again, this is a game I really like. I think that's a typo. Oh, I will. I was gonna fix it now. I'm gonna write down right here, right now. Fix the typo on Heavenly Bodies. There you go. I got it, kind of. So yeah, this is a game I really like. I don't know why there's an I there. But yeah, no, the game is great, but too short. A lot of really, really good games that I like are too short. Playing the sad song piano, because yeah, it's the truth. Good games are too short, and the bad games are too long and too many. Beyond Blue, if you're already looking at this game and you haven't seen me play it yet, it's super lovely, super chill. It's not Subnautica scary. I went up to a shark and gave it a good old pet, and it was like, oh, thanks, and then it left, and it was like, this is a nice chill game. Yeah, this game is a gem. I recommend, if you are not planning on playing it and just like to watch, give it a watch. It's only a 2-hour video and a 3-hour video. I wonder what happened. Oh, I think I finished this game and I only had a little bit of time, and then I went and played the more of it, and I beat the game really quickly, so I extended it as much as I could. That's what happened. Okay, wow. Oh, okay, so City Skyline, okay? I did cause a disaster in that world, but I really wish I had something to talk about when I'm playing this game. It's fun. I don't mind building and creating things. But when you're just like road, residential, heavy commercial, a panda park, and just like, what do I say now? Like, what, like, just, I don't know how to commentate on this game, because I think a lot of people watched it, right? That, to me, that's a lot of views. A lot of people watched it, and I know a lot of people like this game, and I like it too. It's just I don't know how to live stream it. And if you want me to sit there, play it, and not talk, that's not, I can't do that. I need to talk. It's why I live stream. I need to talk. So yeah, I don't know. Like City Skylines, I was hoping was a game that I can use for filler as well, because that Hot Wheels racing is only so exciting so many times, and I want another game I could just play that doesn't require me to know what I did last time and just jump into it and continue. And I was hoping that one would work, but I don't think City Skylines is going to work for me, sadly. Oh, I was like, why is that like that? So I started Folklore, and yes, Folklore is better than I thought. It's like one of the old PlayStation 3 games. No trophies. And if you like an actual story, and there's folklores, and there's even a murder mystery to solve in this game. And I like solving murder mysteries in video games, so I really like this game. But then May comes out of the blue, again sowing chaos in my channel. And then she donates Bramble the Mountain King. And this is a high age rated horror game. It really is. I think I even censored it to 18 plus only people can watch it. It's really bad. When you get attacked, you die, you get cut in half. It's gory, it's bad, there's blood. There's a lot of really dark topics that they do show you. It's not okay. And then it was that game there, I'm like, May, please, I don't mind you donating games, but can we not do games like this again? Because I do not want to play another game like Bramble ever again. I said Senua was fine because it didn't go down that road, but this game went down that road, and I don't want to play that game on my channel ever again. Please, and it's only a 4.5-hour game, or even less if you're good. How is this bright? Can anybody tell me how this song is bright? Bright and ambient. That sounds way brighter. I just hit the next thing. Anyway, so yeah, I started Folklore. That game was the ending was really cool though. I do recommend, if you don't want to see any of the gore and just understand what it was, the ending was pretty cool, because I understood it with the title and what was going on, and I got it right away. Alyssa training session number 2 and an update progress. Yeah, I just want to play Tekken 7. Clearly, I'm a sucker for I want to play more Tekken 7, and I do right now too. But Folklore episode 2, 3, and I continued on with Folklore. But yeah, I beat Bramble. It was a full donated game, and I beat it in one shot. Again, super short, but very, 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 very violent and graphic. And then Arknights. So yeah, I finished chapter 11. Chapter 11 done, and so is Arknights. I just assumed, you know what, YouTube? If you were here on YouTube watching, you are the one who is like, just got the strongest pull most times over Twitch. And you have a lot of views on Arknights, but you never speak up. You never write in the comments, which is down underneath every video and not blocked. And you could be like, we want you to continue it, but nobody says a word. So like, I just assume you don't want it. The views show up on Arknights, at least on that one, 25, 15, and 51. That's pretty good, actually. But it's just like, even the big YouTubers that are playing Arknights, they got no views. And I'm just like, I think maybe Arknights has just run its course if you want to play it normally. And show what I want to show. So yeah, I'm done. At this point, I'm done live streaming it. In fact, I'm not playing it now, but I played it just before live stream, and I will play it once I'm done live streaming. Here we go. We hit the game that I was talking about. This was the biggest letdown. Why? Because I was really looking forward to Destiny 2. Destiny 1 was great. Destiny 1 was absolutely fine. And then you start Destiny 2. And the story is missing and not in order, and I beat the game. And I beat the game so quickly. I was done on episode 5. I beat the game episode 5, did episode 6, and I didn't even realize I was done the game. So here's what happened. Like, Destiny 2 literally says at the beginning of the game, Destiny 1 never happened. And you're like, okay, I already don't like that, or I don't care. I was like, you know what, it's fine, I can get over that. And then they're like, You got attacked, the traveler went out in space, and now you're going after your friend who went missing. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then I had to ask and Google what in the world's going on, and they're like, yeah, 3/4 of the story has been deleted. And you're starting off at the 3/4 finished mark, and you're continuing from there to get into the DLCs. So, Destiny 2 deleted content, story content. And if you followed the story order like I did, it leads you from the 3/4 mark to the end of the DLC, the newest one. And then you gotta find other DLCs that happened before the DLC that you already got spoiled on. So the story is absolutely in disarray. The organization is in chaos mode, and it's just so confusing that it's unenjoyable. The story. If you can get over and say, listen, I don't play games for story, I also want to play games for fun and combat and everything else, then Destiny 2 is great. Because the combat is better. The jumping, the flying, the shooting, there's more abilities. Everything is smoother, everything's faster, everything's better. I like to play games for story. And that's why I was so disappointed when I beat Destiny 2 in 6 episodes. And not even 6 episodes, in 5 episodes. And I had a 4-hour waste of time episode. Had no idea I was done until someone showed up and said, you're done. And I'm like, what? So yeah. Assassin's Creed was bad. Prince of Persia was bad. But Destiny 2 was the biggest letdown. It truly was. It hurt a lot. And we made it to the top of the year. Awesome. I, again, just started Darksiders, so I could finish off the Darksiders series. Or attempt to. I have Darksiders 1. It's already done. Teleport to the final battle. Yeah, the game just ended really quickly. Another game that wraps up quickly. I've already did Darksiders 2. And I have Darksiders 3. And I didn't realize, but there is a Darksiders 4, but it's a different game, but it's still part of the story. And Darksiders is a messed up story order as well. Apparently Darksiders 1 takes place near the middle of the story, and the ending is the actual ending to all of the games. And you're like, explain. Oh, I mean, if you saw the ending of Darksiders 1, which I have, that is the end. So, if you play Darksiders 2, 3, and 4, well, all of those take place before this ending. And that is going to tell you that this game is not complete, and there is no ending, because the ending shows all 4 of them appearing, because the thing that happened, we broke all the seals. The 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse is going to appear now, and there is no ending. And you're just like, what is going on this year? I don't know what's going on with games that have no ending, games that are super dark, and just a lot went down this year. But is Darksiders, again, the gameplay, the jumping, the climbing, I was gonna say the fighting, but nah, the fighting's a bit tricky. But everything else is great. Definitely a fun game to play, and yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's just the story caught me by surprise again. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, I got Darksiders 3 lined up, and I got Infamous 1 and 2 lined up to continue and complete those series. And as you can see, I started Breathage last night, and tonight would have been episode 3. Yes, tonight would be episode 3 that I would be live streaming at this point, and you will be getting episode 2 tonight after I'm done live streaming. But Breathage is survival space in, yeah, it's survival in space. And there's a bit of crafting. And there is definitely some comedy in that game. If that hits all of your notes, then I would recommend it. It's just, I know on episode 2, the comedy is not all clean comedy now. Yeah, they seem to be referencing some more stuff that's gone over my head, so if anything goes over my head, I assume it's a reference that I just don't know, or it was an adult joke and I don't get it. So, but that's starting to happen now as well. And again, I don't know what I'm doing in that game, so I'm just learning and going through as best as I can, and I only got, like, to chapter 2 in episode 2. And I'm still in chapter 2 and episode 2, so I'm assuming if somebody played this game and knew it, they'd be like, dude, in 8 hours I'd have the game beaten. It's just like, yeah, not me. I'm still in chapter 2. But yeah, no, that's what I'm playing right now at this present moment, going through Breathage. It's pretty funny and fun. It's a crafting game that I want to play again. And this game came out perfect timing, because I was about to replay either A, Subnautica, or B, Raft again. Because I wanted to play a crafting game, and this one appeared for free on the Epic Game Store. I keep adding an S there. I noticed it right away. I cannot listen to this song. Why are you not bright? We'll see what happens. It's a weird titled song, but we'll leave it be. But yeah, either way, we're back with this channel celebration. But yeah, no, that's the whole year, everybody. That's all every day. Just some extra videos, because I'd sometimes do 2 or 3 or 4 videos a night. But yeah, no, those are all the videos. Everything I do each night. I still hold the Twitch record of live streaming every day. And I guess that also means on YouTube, you get a video every single day. This is not a happy, bright ambient song. This is, I don't know what this is. This is movie music. I think I could help you. Okay, we're gonna skip that title, because that seemed to be the same thing again. Please be normal. Anyway, again, it's been a wacky year. I think starting off on Breathage for this year. And when they started counting, I'm like, oh no, this is not a countdown. And then the explosions. I haven't played that game. But yeah, no, I still got Darksiders and Infamous on the brain to do for future. I've had a PC game, a Steam PC game that I had hidden in the background. I haven't told you much about it. Waiting in the wings. It haven't struck me to play it yet. But I'm assuming you all know it and like it. To me, it's a popular known game. It's old, but people know about it. So I hope to get that on my channel. And yeah, no, I'm still that small little channel, still striving to grow and get bigger. And then if I can achieve that goal, I can then put more effort into this channel. More games that I want to play, I could play. Again, that Nintendo 64 game that I've been meaning to play for 2 years now, I can finally start playing it and then start live streaming it. That's a dream of mine. To be able to play Final Fantasy 7 anytime I want. That sounds like a dream as well, but I just no time to even play it, so no time to live stream it. So yeah, like I want to get back in RPG games if I could help it, and whatever else I had planned, I was gonna keep updating YouTube. YouTube is constantly being updated little by little, but it's such a slow progress since I only have like 5 minutes to edit something, and that's like one video. It's rough. But yeah, we'll eventually get caught up on YouTube. That would be nice. All my titles would at least have a title with a episode 1 to whatever number it is, and at least have something said. And all of the stuff would be filled in the description and below. But yeah, like we're not there yet. We're still nowhere near there. We're still in 2017, I think. That's how far back I am. But 2015 to 2017 is updated. And at least all my new stuff has updated too. I just need to get to that point where it wasn't. The YouTube changed again. But yeah, there you go. Again, this is a thank you for anybody watching this amazingly long thank you, my channel anniversary. Yeah, like this thank you for anybody who has seen or checked out my channel, for those who may watch my stuff, all of that. Like I just want to throw out another thank you, because yeah, like this has been a crazy year. What have I've written down more stuff. What were I have wonderful games that I played. The Tom Clancy Splinter Cells, that was wonderful. I talked about the Monster Hunter World with the Room. Raft was great. Pokemon Scarlet was great. Darksiders, I didn't even say this, but Darksiders, I felt like they put a lot of care into that game. And then Breathage, which I did talk about. Yeah, so just those were some really good games that I played this year. And hoping to find some more like amazing games. Again, that little gem of that swimming game, that was really nice. That's one that was like surprisingly good. Ooh, the sound sounds like a video game sound. But there you go. First reaction, first breakdown. Okay, yeah, no, I already said all of this stuff. Cool. I was just seeing what I have written down. Okay, yeah. I'll leave that there. I wrote down to fix the typo. Threw me off there because my thing I didn't type out all the letters correctly. But yeah, I appreciate anything that anybody does for this channel. Even a view, even a like, even a comment, anything, I just appreciate. And if you go above and beyond, like just even more thank yous, like just thanks. I'm happy to make it to the 8 year. I would love to see this channel make it to year 10. That would be really cool. We'll see if fates will allow me to make it that far. But yeah, like it's been an interesting and very quick 8 years. I definitely cannot say that this has been a slow trudge grind. I don't feel like I had to trudge through the waste of live streaming to get to this point. These 8 years went by really quickly. Honestly, it did. And like looking at it, like I got 2 years to make it to 10 years, but like we'll see what happens. I want to, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of wants I want on this channel, but things are as things are. But I really hope people find this channel. I really hope people want to see this channel grow as much as I do, and want to invest, whether it's just their time in this channel. That would be so appreciative. And yeah, for those who, like I said, just a simple like, a comment, a share, all of that goes so far. And I know people don't, people seem to hesitate to do it on my channel. But yeah, no, that would be great, especially for this little, this short little video. But yeah, there you go. How long is this? Interesting. I have time to do another game. I think I will. So, with that being said, more thank yous, and yeah, all I want to say is, if you have anything you thought of, think of, again, my channel is always open for suggestions, game suggestions, definitely. Yeah, like, don't be shy. If I've hopefully expressed anything, is that I talk a lot and as open as I can be with no cam. But yeah, I would hope you'd not be so shy as well. I don't see the point to be shy here. We're just chatting, playing video games, and that's as far as we need to take it. But yeah, no, please give this channel a chance. Find out all of the incredible moments that's happened through these. I know they're all 4-hour videos. Some of them are shorter because of something that happens, or I beat the game. But like, it's a lot can go on in 4 hours. But I hope people find those moments. They're all, a lot of them are on Instagram. If you're still like how do we find a quick thing? It's Instagram. Again, I would have loved to have TikTok, but just I can't make the format. I can't convert my video into I can't somehow stretch a video into a TikTok format. There's not a single thing that does it, nor does it do it right, if you do. So yeah, but I hope you check out Instagram. I don't think you need an account to watch videos, but if you did make an account, you could at least leave likes and comments as well. But yeah, there you go. I mean, that's what my Instagram's for. Twitch is for live, YouTube's for the catalog and putting everything neatly in a playlist. Instagram is for if I found something funny or incredible. I will just put it on Instagram. It's like a minute long or 2 minutes long at best. So yeah, there you go. Thanks, Heavenlies, for showing up and watching. And seriously, if you like what I'm doing, please hit those buttons. You know what to do by now. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.